In this video, we'll be walking you through our group project about abortion, looking at it from a religious, ethical, and legal perspective, significantly in the context of Indonesia. This presentation was put together by me and Jason. For SDG related, this issue connects directly to two of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 3, which is good health and well-being, and SDG 5, which is the gender equality. This reason, the reason this matter is that unsafe abortion remains one of the leading causes of material deaths in Indonesia. That tell us there are real gaps in how reproductive health care is being assessed and provided, and that's something we need to address. In here, a religious perspective, in Islam, generally prohibits abortion, but the MUI fatwa from 2005 does allow exception in early pregnancy, specifically in life-threatening situation. So there's some room for emergency cases. And in Catholicism, on the other hand, takes an absolute stance. The KWI and MAWI doctrine holds that life begins at conception and there's no exception at all, not even the rape or incest. Instead, the church focus on pastoral support like counseling and adoption. And Protestantism is more contextual. There's no single unified position across all domination, that- but many allow abortion in extreme circumstances, such as rape, abnormalities, or when the mother's life is at risk. In Hinduism, is also contextual. Verdict texts emphasize ahimsa, meaning no harm, but practical ethics do allow for exception, pretending on the situation with a focus on dharma and family welfare. It's worth noting that while religious ethics Like fatwas shape public opinion and local enforcement. They are not legally binding the state law. And in here we interview Romo Robert Sisvanto. Our first interview was Romo, a Catholic priest, conducted on June 1, 2026. It was an in-person interview that was ran from about 7:33 to 8 p.m. at night. Our second interview was with a hospital nurse, and the goal here was to understand how healthcare professionals actually deal with abortion cases day to day, the legal, ethic, and emotion dimensions of it. We asked questions like how common is it to counter patients seeking abortion or coming in with complication? What hospital protocols exist or for these cases? Have personal belief ever conflicted with personal professional duty? What are the most serious consequences of unsafe abortion you've witnessed? And what do young people most misunderstand about abortion for a medical perspective? From the nurse interview, six major themes emerged: general views on abortion. As healthcare professionals, she approached the topic from a medical and ethic standpoint rather than a purely religious one. Educational and information. She emphasized how crucial it is for the public to understand reproductive health properly. Social and moral dimension. Stigma and shame around abortion push people toward unsafe option. The role of healthcare workers and professional ethics. Nurses and doctors face real tension between their personal beliefs and their duty to provide care. Real cases experience. She shared firsthand accounts of the consequences of unsafe abortion, which highlighted just how dangerous the situation can be. And prevention. She stressed the importance of sex education and access to contraception as the most effective way to reduce unwanted pregnancies. Based on everything we looked at here, here are the solutions our group is proposing. First, improve the implementation of existing legal abortion pathways because the law that allows it already exists. They're just not being carried out effectively. Second, increase public awareness about this legal exception and reproductive health rights. Third, strengthen counseling, adoption, and family support service so women have real alternatives. Fourth, extend the legal time limit for rape victims because 40 days is simply not enough. Fifth, clearly the legal definition of rape in Indonesia law. Six, require hospitals to have clear standardized protocols for legal abortion cases. And finally, find a way to balance religious value with public health needs because both matters. In reflection, reflecting on this project as whole, we came with we came away with a much deeper appreciation for how complex this issue really is. It's not just about legal question or just a religious one. It sits at the intersection of all of them. The priest perspective reminded us that for many people, this is a fundamentally about the sanctity of life and the church role in offering care. The nurse perspective grounded us in reality, showing us the actual harm that comes from unsafe abortion and the difficult position healthcare workers and themselves find themselves. And the news reports made it undeniably that the status quo has real, often fatal consequences. More than anything, this project taught us the value of respect, dialogue, active listening, and genuinely trying to understand perspectives that differ from our own.